porch, well, I'm out sitting outside with the dog, and I look at the sunspots, and I mean, they work great. I love them. I mean, I would recommend them. And it was funny because when we went to the solar eclipse that day, okay, Vic was saying that these couldn't be put on a tripod, and I believed them. Well, they can, because there's that little screw here, and then that's interesting.
I got him.
And then, you know, it comes off, and then you just connect the adapter onto the tripod. But those are like, I'll tell you, I'm sorry I didn't have them for the total solar eclipse. I was gonna buy them for my grandchildren to use. And I was like, what do they need them for? But they're really nice little set of binoculars. So.
Nice.
You look different without glasses, Lucy.
The other people joining in here. All right. So yeah, so we have tomorrow night at Jake's Branch, and then I think that is it for this year.
Yes.
We didn't schedule any because of the weather being cold, and
It's not so much for us, John, but we know the public doesn't come out when it's
Right.
cold like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're
That's all right.
gonna finish up the year here, this terrible year.
Yeah, terrible doesn't even begin to cover it.
Yep. And then, like I said, it'd be nice to, you know, I'm sure we'll have individual comments next week when we get through this lunar eclipse. If the weather holds out for us for next Friday morning, hopefully that'll get some people to wake up a little early right before work. I know I get up at about 5:30 in the morning to get going, so I think I'll get up a little early to go check out the moon. If, you know, as long as it's not cloudy and rainy.
Yeah, next star party after November would be Cloverdale on March the 5th and Jake's on March the
Right.
12th.
Well, we'll have a Zoom meeting next.
Oh, yeah, we'll do Zoom meetings.
Yeah, we'll have our Zoom in December. That's probably when we'll hear all the updates of anybody
Do you
observing.
think we
No,
could do in-person meetings after the new year?
We haven't had anything scheduled yet as far as getting back into a planetarium. I know we're trying to
The
combine.
college, I was there today at a concert, and they're still pretty much on lockdown. So I don't think they'll be letting outside groups in anytime soon.
Yeah, we're trying to combine some of our, like I said, if we're going to do some of our Jake Branch observing and trying to have that as our get together meeting as well. But as far as, like I said, we're still just we're not there yet to where we can make plans with other facilities as far as getting groups together inside a classroom or you know, in a building. But I think we can, you know, we're gonna, and we have been, I think, I know Jim's been looking at, and even Roe, you know, we've been exploring other options, other facilities that may allow us to get in to have meetings. So that still obviously will be an option, you know, for next year.
I'll have to ask Lucy's mom. Lucy's mom is big shot with the library. Would the library let us use that room, Lucy? Ask mom. She's yelling, Mom!
Well, and I think one of our options we have to consider is because we've always had our meetings as open to the public, which kind of prevents us from sort of being able to give any of our places that we would, you know, like the college, the classroom planetarium, to be able to give them a low number, you know, of people attending. Because when it's open to the public, we really can't be too sure who can, you know, what our attendance will be.
Right.
You know, I'm thinking if we knew that, you know, we were going to have a meeting and it was going to be the 10 of us, you know, that might open some options for us, you know, as far as, you know, having live get-togethers. But like I
Well,
said,
like I have said, you know, the mayor had offered the rec building. But if that's too much, Melissa, would they let us use a public room in the library for a meeting?
As long as you don't need a librarian, you can schedule that. I
Hey,
can,
Lucy.
the problem with the library is they cannot do any children's programs, but they are letting outside groups in as long as you don't need a librarian to run the program.
Excuse me, Lucy.
Lucy's with the kids. What's up, John?
Oh,
This is Melissa. Melissa's Lucy's mom.
Melissa, what library are you talking about?
The Ocean County Library System as a whole, but the Berkeley branch, I'm the president of the Friends Group. So I know the Berkeley branch is allowing outside groups for sure.
Oh, all right.
That sounds like an opportunity to me.
I would like Jim and everybody to come and do that whole dark night sky thing, but they're limited on the attendance. They can only have so many people. It changes monthly, so I never know exactly how many people. But if you want, I can get in touch with Brooke and I can, you know, give her whatever information you need.
Well, I think the only problem we would have as far as the Berkeley branch goes is that they close early on Friday and Saturday. So we
All
had
of them
meetings.
close early.
Even Tom's River?
I think Tom's River closes at 5 as well.
Huh.
and
Well, then that
you
would be
know,
a
yeah,
problem.
and we may, again, you know, kind of have to change things up and maybe have different times.
Or
Start it,
during the week, have it during the
right,
week.
having it a different day. I think at this point, holding it to, you know, having it on a Friday is, you know, if an opportunity comes where we can get together on a Tuesday or Wednesday or whichever day, it's just a matter of, again, I think if we can give them a definitive number of attendees, then that kind of makes it easier for making those plans. And like I said, you know, we've always had it open to the public, and that's where you know, the facilities have a hard time of being able to handle that, because we don't know if it's going to be 15 people or 30 people or 40 people, you know. So that's kind of that, we have to kind of rethink how we do things and try to get it to where we, you know, just have it for included members and being able to get a definitive attendance record to let them say, hey, we have 15 of us that want to get together for a meeting, you know. So yeah, there's it's just the way the world is for now.
But we'll be having Zoom meetings in January and February, right?
Most likely, John, as far as we could see for now, especially next month.
Well, I'm thinking about I'm especially focused on February because my birthday's in that month, and I thought it would be nice if we all just came around and
We got you. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll definitely set, you know, we try to include everybody. Even if we had a get together meeting where it was in a library or something, you know, we could probably make sure you were involved. If you weren't able to personally attend, we could probably try and set up some kind of laptop so that everybody can even have you there virtually as well.
yeah, that would be a virtual thing would be most convenient.
Yeah,
Is it
this way you
out of
can,
the question to have a meeting at the library during the day on Saturday? That wouldn't impact people who are working.
It's,
sure. I mean, right, we'd have to see how that, as far as, availability for us to put something together. I know, typically weekends during the days, we have other things that we're doing, but as we have to figure out, what works with all of our, as far as myself and Jim and Roe and, some, those of us that are putting the meeting together, so that we, so it fits with our schedule, our work schedule and, for other things that we do.
Well,
So,
I was just
always an
thinking that
option.
it might be an opportunity for, maybe not every month, but for a month now and again, because what I look forward to is the sociability of the
Mhm.
club, as well as the information that comes around.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and I don't get that much sociability on Zoom.
right. Yeah, I mean, we all like it better when we're getting together. So, all those are all options, different dates, different times. And then, like I said, even combining, like we've tried here a little bit in the past, combining some of our get-togethers, knowing that we, even though it's outdoors, but when the weather's nice, having an observing session and also, having that sort of, that's our get-together as well. So, do we have, all right,
so we lost Ro, her system crashed, so
Ro's
she'll be
down
back
again.
shortly.
What does she have, Verizon?
The dog jumped on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could believe that. I get the same problem with cats.
so
So,
that's, with our, like I said, we're winding down here, this year for our dismal, observing, schedule. And then going into next year, we already have a few dates. I think we got, what Rose saying. Oh, she doesn't have them. Okay, yeah, we have obviously February, March, we'll be starting up again at Cloverdale and at Jake's Branch. And of course, all those dates will be posted and everybody will be notified, for when they're coming around.
right, and not posted yet. I have 4 presentations on the table right now with the county parks.
Nice.
Yeah, that was all haggled over today in emails with the
And it-
various parks.
And those are those open to the public, Jim?
They're open to the public with the understanding that you have to register with the county park, and it's generally
Okay.
like a $5 or $6, donation fee for the county park.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought, yeah, see, that's the other thing. I mean, I was thinking, we could maybe try and, not that we would do a lot of club business, but trying to, work that into our meetings and try to get people to get together at something like that. Where it's, your presentation, that could be a
Right.
good opportunity, but it's always, it's an opportunity for club members to get out to see your presentations as well,
Yeah, they're limiting it to a head count of 10 right now.
Okay, see, yeah,
I tried to say, why don't you try 15? I don't got a problem with it, but the last one was only 10.
right, gotcha. So it's a small indoor,
Yeah,
meeting.
small indoor setup. I told them personally, more the merrier. I got no problem with it.
no, yeah, and again, we were just dealing with it with all their, restrictions and all, I'm sure.
Right.
So,
Yeah, so the four that I have basically lined up is beginner astronomy, astronomy with binoculars, DSLR astrophotography, and light pollution. The light pollution one, I think we're going to turn that into me sitting in the concourse of like Jake's branch. And if they come over to the table, start talking to them. Because right now that one has the less draw right now,
Gotcha.
for people. So the other presentations, I'm actually molding the light pollutions into it as well. It basically becomes a captive audience. So the word will still get out.
All right. And we were just mentioning too, some club business, if we, looking to set up volunteers for next year. If, if anybody's interested in helping out with the club, anybody would like to participate in becoming a club officer, president, vice president.
Ooh,
If anybody's interested in helping out with some of the extra activities that we have, like the maintaining our club lunar program, just looking for anybody who's interested in getting involved. So, John, you're looking at that presidential seat?
a little. Kind of.
Yeah, there you go. Get you involved right at the top.
I'll try my best. It won't be easy for me because I have trouble getting out, but
Well, yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking for volunteers to help out with stuff, John. So obviously, it would be something that you would be capable of doing. And but we have, like I said, volunteers for presentations, and I know you had given some presentations in the past, so we're always looking forward, for that as well.
I will consider that possibility.
Sounds good, John. We would like to have you involved.
Right.
All right. Anything else, Ro or Jim, that we want to?
Well, a question was asked about the next go around for dues. We'll be updating the club webpage in reference to that. It is getting towards that time of year to start looking at it again. So we'll have an update on the webpage.
Right, as far as
Can you guys hear me or no?
Yes.
Because I'm having issues here. I had to come
We
in.
saw
through
you
my-
drop off.
Yeah, I had to come in through my phone again. You know what it is I did something stupid on the computer. When the things pop up last week and it says mirror your phone when you're on your PC. And
Right.
I'm like, what do I even need that for, But anyhow,
Logging
dues
into
would
work
be
every
due. As far as I'm concerned, dues are due January 1st.
Yes.
I mean, we only skipped 2020. So, I mean, are we skipping 2021 again?
No.
No.
No. Dues have been reduced, and we're gonna be there. I believe it's dues are due between the first of the year till March 30th
Yeah, we usually give till March 15th.
or March 15th, and
I
then
thought March 30th, maybe it is the 30th.
I thought it was the 30th, and then
Yeah.
after that, you're considered a new member, and dues for each member joining after that point would be the extra $5 would be up to 20. So 15 for renewals, and then 20 for anyone renewing or new members after March 30th. And then, of course, with your continued support, we have our Island Beach State Park observing pass. We have our club lunar scopes and all that good stuff. The newsletters. So all that stuff. If you want that to continue on, and sign up before the end of March to keep that a smooth
So,
flow. And
Joe,
you
will
don't
you
get
be
left out.
sending out a reminder?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Multiple
Good.
reminders. Plus, anytime you see us, I'll have my hand out.
Well, that's the thing I hate the most, John, is when people give me dues at a star party.
Right. With
Because
no
I'm busy
information.
and they're handing me money
Yeah.
and forms, and I can't do it at a star party.
Here's my $15, Ro. I know it's
Yeah,
dark and you
yeah, I don't have a
recognize me.
form, yeah, okay.
And Ro takes it and says, okay, gotcha.
All right, well, it'll all be sorted out and announced
Oh,
shortly.
yeah. And everything will be,
While I was on hiatus, did we discuss elections or no?
Briefly.
just, yeah, just looking for anyone who's interested in helping out.
Because we would be voting next meeting.
Right. So we'll have to, send out an email and remind people that if they're looking to get involved more, that, positions are, if anybody's interested in running for a club office position or any of the volunteer.
Well, Jim, are you gonna take it up again?
Yeah, definitely.
And so would I.
Yeah,
John, you said that you might want to take a different position.
I might, yeah, I'm probably looking to bow out a little bit and lessen some of my responsibilities, so.
All right, so I would nominate Jim as president,
Um,
but we would need a vice president. How
I
about
would,
it, Kevin? That's why we were talking about you, Kevin.
I would,
No,
Funny
thank
how I segue into that, huh?
I would consider, taking up that position. It would be hard for me to, get out.
Well, that's the whole
Right,
thing,
John, yeah.
that it does entail, some things that you would have to do. So maybe we could find another position for you. Like
Alright.
public relations or something you could do from your home.
Yeah, John, we would definitely need, somebody who has the time and the ability to, come to meetings and run and be able to handle some of the activities that the club
And
demands.
the star parties and things, yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll definitely send out an email and have that this way. If anybody's interested in getting more involved, we can, definitely let us know. And
Right.
we used to have for all the years that I've been here, we used to run through the process of having an election, but it always seemed to be, nobody really ran against anybody. And it was always, if you're interested and you volunteered, you got, and you were able to help out, you were more or less.
How about you,
Welcome.
Vinny? Vinny, you want to be vice president?
There you go, Ro. But everybody who's here has to be.
All right, let's see,
nominated.
Vinny, you got John, we got a lot here. Bob Love.
Just to put it on the table, regardless of what I'm doing, I'll still be doing the webpage and the APO.
So vice president is basically, what do you want to call it? A helper position, I guess, like you were
It's
helping
listed in the
John out
doc-
there?
It was listed in the documents as VP/secretary, I believe.
Right.
So you'll be recording in the Night Sky Network. Like,
Although we've been kind of switching that off.
right, yeah, it's whoever can get in there, when it's not crashed. which it did crash again earlier in the week. They were having problems with the email system.
Well, you know what? Ron Bernhoff just texted me saying he didn't get the email yet. A lot of people got it, but some people claim they didn't. I think it might have been confusing because I sent out the Star Party ones at the same time.
Right.
So I'm not going to do that any longer
Yeah, well, I
because
got-
people see it and they think it's a duplicate and they, discard it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you know,
But to be
I got
fair, the mailing server that the Night Sky Network used did have a crash. So some of that could have been lost on the sending.
Yeah, I noticed I had gotten the email for Jake's branch, and I got I've got 2 emails for tonight's meeting.
Right. I
That's
saw
what I
that.
got.
That was right after it crashed. So I didn't know
Yeah.
why that happened, but I figured 2 is better than none.
Oh,
you know?
sure. And typically, I know sometimes you send out an email and you write everything you want to say, and sometimes you forget the link and you send it before you, and then the next one comes right after with the link. So that's why I thought maybe you duplicated it because you
No.
forgot something, but no, it was 2 of those, and then, like I said, 1 for Jake's branch. So I got them, which is great, better than not getting them.
All right, let me just send this out to Ron so you can get on.
Ron's not, no, he's not logged in.
No, he said he didn't get the email, but like I
Oh.
said, they might have disclosed it in error.
Sure.
I mean, I know all of us, we get so many emails. I mean, it's some of the things like you get it over and over and over.
Right.
So,
Sure.
all right, well, what we can do is we'll formulate, I guess, an email telling everybody what positions are open and if anybody's interested, to let us know, let one of the officers know.
Right.
Let them know, what's entailed in each position.
So Jim, getting back to the emails, did you ever get a final count? I know you've had a lot going on with your house and everything.
No, I
When you
haven't.
send out that test email.
I had gotten 3/4 of the responses back, and then, all hell broke loose with the house.
Yeah.
So I have to really do it again just to make sure things are working, especially
Either
if,
that or I'm gonna just start doing it like I did. I have an address entry
right.
set up for all the members and just send it from my regular email address.
But I think sending an email out again, especially with all the server issues that the Night Sky Network's had over the last 2 or 3 months, it may be a good idea just to send an email out again, just to make sure we're still in touch with people.
Yeah. Wasn't that what we did? We sent it out through the Night Sky Network and through.
Yeah, but
Personal?
I also got caught up in the problems I had with my
Okay.
buyer with the house, and then scrambling to do everything all
Okay.
over again, and
Okay, no, but
hopefully we're getting over that.
the idea was just to see if anybody was not getting,
Right,
because I know with the NSN network mailing, sometimes people's home servers sometimes kick it out as junk, or it just doesn't go through at all.
right.
It's odd because like Rich Brady will not get the meeting ones for Zoom, but if I send out one for a Star Party, he gets it. So I don't understand,
His junk mailer may be keying off for specific phrases that are associated with one and not the other.
He claims it's not in his junk mail, so who knows? I surrender,
Okay. All right.
So like all I do is I just send them all out, a separate one. Like there's 5 people I send to from my own email
Right.
because they don't get it, so. But, Donald Duret's not here. We're always looking for, besides volunteers for the positions. I think you already spoke with John Zimmerman about this, but for presentations.
Yes.
How about Lucy? Was Lucy? She there? You're
Yep.
gonna do a presentation for us? I'm not saying tonight. I'm saying in the future.
I'll try to work on one.
All right, cool. All right, and I believe we had one already lined up in March. With one of our members for like an Irish astronomy presentation.
That's with, is that with Ryan?
Yeah, with Ryan.
Okay,
Ryan.
yeah, I was gonna see if that was, how that was, when that might have been scheduled.
Right. So if anybody has any presentations ideas, definitely let us know about it. And, we'll get it lined up.
And, presentation can be of, the equipment that you use. Any, if you've done you had a nice observing session and you took some notes or have any, you want to explain how you go about setting up for an observing session and all that good, information. It could be as simple as that, is, just explain what equipment you have and how you use it and what you use to, how you plan on, setting up an observing session for yourself. Those are always interesting.
All right.
In March, Jim, I'm doing that talk down at Cloverdale on women in space. So there's always a chance I could just give it to the club members as well.
Okay.
But I wouldn't do it in March because Ryan has it, already, but
All right. Well, send me that information and I'll post it on online. Now for that Cloverdale one, do you want that Women in Space board I made? Same one we used. for Girl
Patty
Scouts.
was going one way with it. I had already started working on it and I was going another way. So I
Okay.
don't know. I think I might have to change it around a little bit. Your Women in Space were more,
They were
people-
all astronauts and people who worked in the background.
yeah,
So you could just take it as like a sidebar.
yeah,
item.
save it, yeah.
About I heard about a long time ago. I read about a woman who made some major contributions to the field of astronomy. Her name was Annie Jump Cannon.
Yeah,
She cataloged the positions of several stars in the night sky.
see, that was the way I was going, more that way, but I think Patty wanted more of what you have, Jim,
Okay.
of the Women in Space. Because I
Alright.
was gonna go to astronomers, and things like that, so.
All right. Well, the board.
Maybe I'll combine them. I'll do a little of each.
All right. The board will be available for you. And if you need me to make another one, let me know.
I have a good resource. A good friend of mine gave me a book about women in astronomy. Remember that, John? You gave me that book?
That may
Yes.
Numbers.
that may be a good project for Lucy if she has something with the Girl Scouts that she needs to do to help out with it.
To help me, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's Women in Space Month, I think. I think that's what it's called. Let me look on my phone.
Yeah. She has
Um,
any like public outreach badges or assisting in a astronomy related type event, that would probably be.
I
good.
don't think I have any of
Women's
that, but I could
history. It's
definitely
women's
help.
history. It's first day of Women's History Month is March.
All right.
So that's why I think she wanted it.
Sure.
But we'll talk before then. I mean, now with the holidays upon us, after the holidays, we have two months still before we do it.
Right.
Speaking of holidays, right after the holidays, I was contacted by the Vatican Observatory again, and they're giving me a free ride. All I gotta do is pay for my airfare. So I'm going out to Tucson again in January.
Cool.
Nice.
And we'll go to, hopefully this time we can make it to Mount Lemon, but we'll go to Kip Peak, Mount Lemon, Oh, I'm trying to think, but of course we go to the Mira Lab. The meteorites, we always do those, so I'm
Send me
looking
a-
forward to it. I haven't been there in a few years because of
Send me a
COVID.
postcard.
Yeah,
Ro, do you know if that'll include Lowell?
no, it doesn't include Lowell.
Oh, okay.
No. I could tell you that right away now. It's all basically, the Vatican Observatory is very involved with the college, university there and everything. So they run the Mira Lab. The students from the university run Mount Lemon. Kip Peak, they run it out there. They run the Stewart Observatory, because that's where we went the last time.
Fever, no.
I just gotta hope that it
Coughing,
doesn't
yes.
snow that bad.
What's that?
Shortness of breath.
No,
So, speaking of which, does anybody watch Nova
Sure.
on Wednesday nights?
no,
Muscle pain.
no,
Yes,
I
I
think
did.
my-
They have a
think my
new show.
mom
It's a
does.
British show called The Universe Revealed. And I don't know, I
Yes.
find it very refreshing.
I did see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen 3 episodes already, and it's very refreshing because it's young astronomers and scientists, and the visual pictures. I actually shut my light out in my family room to watch it. It was so nice. So if you get a chance to watch Nova this Wednesday, they have it every Wednesday night. I think, let me see, I have it up on my TV. 9 o'clock.
What's the name of the show again?
The Universe Revealed, but it's under Nova, Nova. It's on PBS. But the one John saw, the one that I was talking about when they were showing how the universe came about. And that was so cool when they said, and the first star appeared and it just like, popped. It was, they were showing all the gases mixing and everything. It was really cool. I mean, I watched it, Vic watched it too, but I just really think it's a good show. It's something different. It's new people talking. Like when you watch the ones on the History Channel, it's the same people over and over and over. These are all new young minds, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I would strongly recommend it. It's a very good series.
It
I've only
is,
seen-
isn't it?
I've only seen 1 episode so far. That's the
No,
only one.
I've got them all DVR'd here. I didn't watch this one about alien worlds yet.
Fortunately, I went to see if they had them where you can, look at them after they aired, like on a Hulu or Netflix, and I didn't see.
I
that
think
they're
if
not-
you go on regular on demand, it is.
Are they? Okay. I'll have
Yeah,
to
I
look that,
think so.
because I tried to look up Nova, the
Nova.
Universe Revealed, I think it's called. And they weren't showing any, they only showed when when they're going to air next. They're not something that I found that I could,
Nova.
go back and watch. They're already previously aired shows already, but I'm sure they might be available on other streaming
Yeah,
networks.
if you go on to, all I did was hit the blue microphone and say Nova, and it brings it right up, and you go down and they have their shows. So I don't know, I'm able to see it.
You're able to watch previously aired.
Yeah, even if you go into episodes, and then it
Right.
shows the previous ones.
Oh, okay. And that's
So-
just straight out of the cable network.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not any
If
third
you have
party.
Xfinity, yeah. No, if you have
Yeah,
Xfinity.
gotcha.
I'm not doing a commercial for them, trust me, I don't care for them, but.
Well, if you want to do a commercial, I can do one like this, Yeah.
Hey,
What,
wait,
what
Mr.
did-
Webster,
what?
where'd you get that Earth ball?
This is a Mover globe. I have actually got 2 of them. I got one of Earth and I got one of Jupiter.
Hold it
Very
more in
nice.
front of your face, it disappears. There you go.
Right. And if I have a light on it, hopefully I don't blast everybody with it. Come on. Well, can't see it too well with the background. I'd have to turn the background off. So,
I've got the whole universe in my hand.
yeah,
Well, not the universe, but the solar system.
yeah, well, what these, let me kill my virtual background and it'll work better. So now you get to see everything in the home office here. So if you have a light on it,
Hey, you got,
it'll start to move on its own.
that's a nice little place you got there.
Yeah, that's the home office. Hard to
It's
tell, on
half
the
empty,
screen,
John. He's moving.
but it's definitely moving. And what it is a there's magnets, electromagnets that are being triggered by photocells that's just underneath the plastic shell, and that allows the globe to start to move. I think I did do a posting on that in the last APO about these. They're nice little novelty toys, but they're expensive. And I got the small one. They're like $180 each.
$180.
Yes, yes, they are.
Wow.
So, and those are the small ones. So I picked up only 2 of them, you know, with agreement from Gloria that we would only do 2. And that's going to be a display item in the home office. So didn't buy a telescope, but I bought, you know, a fake planet. Some nice little items there. I do have a very short presentation to share with everybody. So we can do that now, or if anybody else has got anything to share, you know, I could do that after. You know, just let me know. So
I'm ready.
you're ready? All right. Well, let me get a thing up there for us. There we go. I'll sit there with Crow and Tom Servo for now for this presentation. I'm gonna go share one of my screens. Let's see here. Share screen 2. And let's see how this works out. This may make me go to share in screen 1. So let me see how that goes. Yeah, I gotta reshare the screen 1. So bear with me. I gotta rechange the share options. Share screen 1. Here we go. All right. Close that down. Start the share. All right. There is a program called SciStarter. And I've actually been participating with SciStarter since the beginning of the year as a volunteer project for work. That currently I have over 21 hours that I've done already this year. And the vast majority of that has been to do the study of light pollution, where I'll take my light meter out mostly in the backyard at home, but I have done it in Island Beach State Park and in the Adirondacks as well, where I did some light meter readings, you know, to study, you know, of course, light pollution. And SciStarter is an online citizen science hub that has more than 3,000 projects. Each of the projects are searchable by locations, topic, you know, age level. You know, there's a whole bunch of ways of looking at things, you know, and, you know, through different partnerships with the federal government, you know, universities and, you know, even corporations and the Night Sky Network, you know, there's a lot of things in there. Citizen science enables people from all walks of life to advance scientific research. Anyone can participate. Participants use the same protocol, data that can be combined and of high quality. The data can help real scientists come to real conclusions, and a wide community of scientists and volunteers work together and share data to which the public as well as scientists have access. Who could be a citizen scientist? Really, anyone. You don't have to be a professional scientist. Rather, if you're curious or a concerned person, you can cooperate with professional scientists in ways that advance scientific research on topics that you care about. And how you get involved, SciStarter provides a database of thousands of vetted searchable projects, and events. Use the advanced search tools that I'll show the screen shortly for it. And, a good portion of it you can actually do, online. You can log into SciStarter, and right now there are currently 79 projects with the search tags astronomy, space, NASA, and telescope. One of them is the International Asteroid Research Campaign, and the goal is to find and measure asteroids, and the participants will use astrometrics to analyze image sets and find asteroids, online. So they're giving you the information for you to look at, and to, respond and provide what you see in them. This one is done actually outdoors, the American Meteor Society, Meteor Observing. So if we're out observing at Island Beach State Park or Jake's Branch, and we see, a meteor go by, this will give you an opportunity to actually, put a report in online, and you actually also join the American Meteor Society community. Another one is called Planet Hunters, and you'll help scientists identify new planets, classify the brightness of a star as it changes over time. So again, this is another item where you're looking at already collected data and, providing your analysis of it. Constellation. The goal is to solve important aerospace problems, with supercomputing. So you're going to actually use your computer to analyze the data and then turn in those results. I would say very similar to like the SETI project. The SETI project, which started many, many years ago, even before SciStarter, as far as I know. And their data actually runs, on your computer, and then the results get sent back to them. Galaxy Zoo, map the galaxies around us, classify galaxies from your home or your classroom. Smartphone astrophotography. This is one where you actually have to go outside, photograph the moon, planets, star clusters through your telescope using your cell phone. And, you would submit the information into them. Now, NASA is also involved in cell phone astrophotography. And this particular project may have actually come through them. I didn't put that in here, but I do know that going through some of the NASA sites, smartphone astrophotography has been mentioned several times already. The Sungrazer project discovered new comets, without a telescope, search online NASA data for new comets. And, so far, more than 4,100 new comets in over 25 years have been discovered on the SOHO project. And an overwhelming majority of these comets have been found by amateur astronomers and enthusiasts. Milky Way projects help scientists learn, how stars form, find, draw bubbles in the infrared data, from the Spitzer telescope. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the citizen science, the Night Sky Network does have involvement with it. And there was a recent webinar with David Etcher, editor-in-chief of Astronomy Magazine. This event has been recorded, and if there's anybody interested and I can't find it online, let me know and I'll post it up. Based on this, I'll actually have a link to it on the next APO, since we are talking about the SciStarter program. Now, one of the things which the SciStarter, I am classified as one of the Verizon leaders in the SciStarter program because of the amount of effort and hours I've put into it. And I told them that I would expand this out into our astronomy club, and I'm going to be posting the SciStarter information as one of the links to our webpage. And I've already shared the same information to the Mid-Hudson Astronomy Group and the Adirondack Sky Center, which I'm mostly members of through them as well. And that's pretty much all I have for today. So I'll stop sharing, and so if anybody else has got anything, go for it. Or questions. If
go ahead.
anybody's got questions.
I have to unmute everyone.
Nope, I think we're good. So if anybody's got anything else, the table's yours.
All right, I was going to just show, I found a website. Let me share my screen here. It's the website for the lunar eclipse on next Friday. This little video down here shows the time frame, and this is again for November 19th at well, this is showing you that it's at 4:02 a.m. in the morning is when it'll be at its most darkest shadow. And if we watch this video, you'll see the first contact with the penumbra, and then with the Earth shadow, and then the final third contact and fourth contact happening just before sunrise. And in fact, I think the penumbra leaves the moon even after sunrise. So, and again, for the penumbra is just a very light shadow cast by the Earth, and can be somewhat hard to detect with your eyes unless you're really dark adapted. But the umbra, or the dark shadow of the moon, of the Earth onto the moon, is pretty easily seen. If you go out and look. So I'll just play this quick little video here. If you can, everybody can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so it starts out with the Earth umbra, and then the time frame. And if we move forward, it's showing that the umbra is passing by. Let me shrink this down. Actually, it was better this way. So there we see at 2:19 is when the Earth, the darkest part of the shadow, starts to cross the moon. Now you're into 3 a.m., 3:30, and now at approximately 4:03 a.m. is when it's be at its fullest eclipsed. And then, as you can see, the Earth's shadow moves away and moves off the moon, which is pretty neat to watch. You can see this in real, in real time. You can actually see the Earth's shadow move. And again, now we're at well after 6 a.m. I think sunrise is maybe 5:50 in the morning. So we won't get to see that. Here I have sort of showing you, if you look outside towards the west, again, it'll be a full moon. And we back this up a little bit. Okay. So now, just speeding up time here, here is the full moon up here. And as you can see, it's at 2 o'clock. The Earth's shadow is just starting to pass over. And so you can see, you know, pretty easily seen if you have, even if you have a window, to be able to look out your window towards the southwest or western sky at around between 2 and 4 a.m., actually between 2 o'clock and sunrise. Here we're coming up on 3 o'clock and we can get like a binocular view here. You can see the Earth's shadow going to start covering the moon. Now we're after 3 a.m. You're going to be, you'll be able to see half the moon covered with the Earth's shadow. Get back to the live view here. Again, this is all sped up, obviously, and coming up at 4 a.m. when you'll have the fullest eclipse of the moon. And then right on down, we'll just jump this a little bit more. Here's 5 a.m., 5:30, and then of course you're going to have sunrise, and that will be it. Let me stop share. So there, a little quick look at what you might see if we don't have any clouds. Again, that's going to be this Friday, coming Friday on the 19th. For those that are, if it's really clear out and you want to get the full eclipse, you want to get out there at just after midnight. And then, of course, if you're out there and it's freezing cold and you just want to really catch the darkest part of the shadow of the Earth, get out there around 2:30. And then, of course, if you're just looking to catch the best part and the rundown of the Earth shadow moving across the moon from 4 o'clock on till sunrise, you'll be able to see the full moon come out again from the Earth's shadow just before it sets over the horizon. So that's all I got. Anybody else? Anything interesting? Not interesting?
Okay.
Before we go, how many people, except I know Phil answered, but who's going to be at Jake's Branch tomorrow?
I am.
All right.
Yep, I plan on.
Just raise your hand.
being
All
there.
right, we gotta know.
I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to come though. I should be able to.
All right. If me and Gloria are there, we'll probably just bring her binocular set, because I'm like I said, I'm packing everything again. I'm getting ready.
Yeah,
Your
I-
ETX 90 Pro.
Huh?
Yeah, I'll bring it.
Okay.
What's that with the LX90?
Yeah,
was
Jim can
saying-
play with the LX90. There you go, Jim.
ETX 90.
Oh, the
TX?
ETX
The
90.
ETX
Okay.
90.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matthew Machada had messaged me, said he was hoping to be there as well.
All right, cool.
Yeah, no, he told me that. He also said he asked me for the link for tonight, but I guess he couldn't get on.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Another item that I'll mention, that through the International Dark Sky Advocacy Program I'm in, they're sending me a series of handouts and brochures in relations to the light pollution. So it'll be a big stack of papers and stuff we'll have, for handouts.
John, are you gonna bring that red sign, the Star Party sign tomorrow night? Didn't you have one that lit up?
No, I have the multiple signs directing how to get back to the ball field.
Right, but do they light up or no? I thought they did.
No,
Oh,
they're just white sign, white signs with
Okay.
black lettering.
Yeah,
Directing
but
people
you'll
to
bring
the
those, right?
soccer field. Yeah, I'll bring them and set them up.
All right,
Yep.
good. Because it's been a
I know
while
it's-
since we've been
I
there.
know. People will drive up to the rec center or the building and nobody will be there.
Well, even
Yeah.
Michelle said that. She goes, "Are you guys gonna be by the building?" I'm like, "No, we go down the back end."
Right. Yeah, it's been a while. Out of our habit here. So, yeah, so if
Is
you're coming
there a
out to
way to-
Jake's Branch, follow the signs.
Is there
Okay.
a way that we can get a list of members' names and addresses and emails? Or is that forbidden?
We don't usually give that out to everybody. It's just like for officers.
Okay,
Why, what did you
And
need it
yeah,
for?
what you could do is if you're looking for or someone to read, you can ask, you could put your name out there, and if you want someone to contact you from our membership list, if you have some, you want to
Right.
see, who's doing what, or who's, if that way. But yeah, we kind of don't want to just give out unsolicited information,
Yeah, if you're actually looking to reach out to somebody, a way to do it too is if that particular member you're looking for is on Facebook, a lot of people do have Facebook Messenger. You can always, get a hold of them that way too.
Well, I mean, the people that regularly observe, we did have a small group that we would send out the email when we were going out. People that always went, you know what I mean? I had a group email to let them know if we were going or not. But
and like I said, you can do it through us, where you could write something up like an email, and we, with your contact information, and if you want to send it to, the members and have someone contact you, you can do it that way. This way they're volunteering to contact you, and we're not just giving them information to you. Just keeps everyone's info. Someone may not want to be contacted, through everyone's, may not want to have all their information provided to anyone else. So. And anything else? Anything is going on? I know it's been a tough year.
no observing for me this month. My observing has all been indoors. I have two activities, either repairing or building. The repairing has been in terms of the smaller telescopes, revitalizing the handsets, troubleshooting them down to the component level, and repairing a couple. In terms of building and constructing, still working on the 12-inch Dob. I'm at the point right now where I'm getting ready to cut the poles, the 8 poles for the truss tubes.
You're getting ready to do what with it?
Cut the poles, the poles for the truss tubes for the Dobsonian.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I had to figure it out on paper, on a big sheet of paper, how long they had to be. Add a couple inches for safety. You're supposed to add a little bit on there and then put the thing together and try your ability to focus, see how far your range of focus is out, and then whittle down the poles one at a time, all 8 of them, 1/4 of an inch at a time till you get a good focus range.
So this is something you're actually making?
Yeah, I'm cloning one of the Obsession 12.5 inch.
Cool. Are you taking pictures as you go?
Oh yeah,
I definitely would like to see it. Me and you should have a talk about it. Definitely.
right now a bunch of stages of plywood and partially assembled, that sort of thing.
Maybe we can have it as a show and tell on one of our Zoom sessions.
Could be. I've done it for the other club. Yep.
All right, great. That'd be awesome.
Got enough sawdust probably to start a chicken farm out there in the shed.
Or fill a litter box.
Yeah.
there is a nice comet. I think, I know the number is 69. I'm not sure of the name exactly.
I thought it was 67P.
Maybe it's
I've seen
67. I
it.
thought it was 69, maybe because I'm thinking of the year I graduated high school. I
Is
don't
that,
know.
Ron? Did Ron get a couple of photographs of it this week?
Did you get a picture of it, Ron? You have to
No, I
unmute.
haven't looked at the comments yet.
Yeah, because the one day, the one guy on the New Jersey Astronomy Club had a picture of it that he took when it was right near Castor and Pollux.
Well,
Right.
Matthew McConta did it. He did, if you looked at the Facebook page, he did, I believe it was 67P along with the Horsehead Nebula. Right now,
Okay.
my scope's out, I'm doing the Ring Nebula outside, so as we speak.
Nice. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I remember you and Matthew had posted some of your work this week on our Facebook page, and I thought one of you had the comet, so it was Matthew's photograph.
Yeah, he has a real nice camera. I just have a cheap DSLR. He has a 2600 Pro camera for, that's how he's doing some real nice he's doing some real nice pictures.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you got some nice shots too, Ron. I've seen,
Yeah.
I want to say you make it look easy, but I for some reason I don't think it's easy.
It
It's
is
not.
easy. Look, he's sitting in his living room and he's taking a picture of the
It's
Ring
all
Nebula.
outside. It's easy.
Doing work for him. Yes, the comet is 67P and its closest approach right now, according to earthsky.org, is going to be November 11th and 12th, which is actually now.
The brightest. Closest approach or brightest approach, Jim?
Says closest approach. I have
Okay.
seen some images of it. But yeah, it says it's actually right now. We're at the tail end of it. Yeah, and the name for the comet, this kid from Brooklyn's not even going to try pronouncing it.
Let's see if I can see our page here.
Yeah, because not everybody's on Facebook, John.
No, that's why I was going to see if I could pull it up. Where's our?
Yeah, he did it. He did put it on with the Horsehead Nebula they uploaded a couple of days ago. Came out pretty nice. His Horsehead was very nice.
Yeah, in fact, it's going to be it's by Pollux right now in Gemini.
Yeah, that's where it's been. Yeah.
Right.
At the very top.
Oh, Sammy.
Yeah, he mentioned he was going to be late tonight.
He's here now.
Yep.
Hi.
Hey, Sam, how's it going?
Hi. Good. Sorry, I just got home.
Yeah, the comet should be rising above the horizon at 8:55 tonight. It'll be in the northeast, northeast.
Different minerals on the moon.
Right.
It's very easy to make a lot of good discoveries.
Well, if it's something really good to see or try to image, I'm surprised it's not raining right now.
I was saying, again, taken by the
Oh,
gallery.
come on, lady.
1992.
I clicked on the New Jersey astronomers and they're having a live meeting and I can't get out of it.
Oh, boy.
There we go. We could have watched their presentation. You want to do that?
Minerals on the moon. Of course, the colors are
It's still, she's
advanced.
still there.
Right. Well, you know, you bring it up like that. The mid Hudson group is still trying to put together a multi-club star party. They're still trying to do that.
Sometimes better than that, right?
There we go. Well, they're talking about the moon and colors of the moon. Well, where would they do the star party though, Jim?
It would be a major Zoom session.
Oh, I thought you meant live.
Well, they would have some members out in the field live, and the other participating clubs would do it live as well. So you would go on in the Zoom sessions, and anyone presenting would be on there, and they'd probably also share it out on Facebook. When they do have their club meetings and their presentations, it's on Zoom and Facebook video at the same
Facebook
time.
Live, yeah.
Right. Yeah, so they've been doing that. They've been doing that for a while now. So if anybody's seen in the APO, I did have an observatory for a short time, and because of where we're moving right now, I've decided to actually sell it. And I have a buyer coming in from northeastern PA on Sunday to come pick it up.
John, when are you gonna get yours up and running?
But yeah, as soon as I get some free time, it's one of those things. It's over the years, you're collecting pieces for it. I got the dome, I've got the telescope, I've got the idea, the plans. It's just now fitting it in the backyard and getting materials, actually start to build, to build it. But every time I think I'm gonna get a moment to start something comes up and you just don't get to it. So, but it would be, like I said, ultimately that would be kind of the thing, to have my scope out there set up and be able to walk out there and open the dome and put in a couple hours and then close the dome and go back in the house and not have to set up and break down each time. So
you do it like they used to do years ago, like the country life, where they're building the barn and all of a sudden all the neighbors and friends come in and they start building it and having like a picnic. You do the same.
Yeah.
Barn raising, it'll
Barn
be an
raising,
observatory
yeah.
raising.
Yeah, observatory raising. You make it a club event. We all go over there and
Yeah.
build it. So one of the walls are a little crooked.
Well, you have these, or I should say, I have these grandeur thoughts and ideas of, hardwood flooring and all my books and my posters and, having it, beautiful. And then the other hand is, an aluminum shed just to block the light, and let's get this thing going,
John, though, that one guy that I've been watching step by step as he's
Yeah.
built his observatory, he's having a lot of trouble with leaking.
Right.
So
Well,
you
that's
don't want to
right.
you don't want to put too much in there until it's dry.
Well, and that's always a concern, because you can't just put your equipment out, out in a shed and not have it climate controlled and everything else. You gotta
Condensation, all that.
leery of leaving stuff outdoors when it's humid and cold and everything else. You got to be able to maintain somewhat of a climate, especially a dry climate. You don't want any leaks, for sure.
The best private observatory I've ever seen is from about an individual of Hap Griffin. He's the guy who Astra modified my Rebel T6, and I'll share what his observatory actually looks like.
Mike Wiesner has a cool one too.
So that's the actual observatory building, where the roof actually slides back, and that is one of the areas inside the observatory. He's got like a miniature kitchen inside, with a fan and a futon, and he can take the the bathroom. And this is not on his own property. Where he has all this is actually on a site with other observatories.
Wow. Yeah, that's a little rich for my blood.
Yeah. Yep.
If I spent that kind of money, it would have to be my second home because my wife would kick me out. I wonder if I could.
That's
I know
happening.
I had a. That's neat.
Yeah.
Let's see. Duplicate.
Did you show them the picture of Matthew's comet, the comet he took a picture of?
No, I got it here though. I found it. I can
Yeah, I
can
got
share it here real quick.
You got it.
Share
Come on,
screen.
there it is.
Oh, you got it. There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's you, right? Or did I share?
No, I shared it.
You share. Okay.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, it's too bad he's not here right now.
Yeah, he does nice work.
He said he was gonna be. I guess girlfriend must have kept him busy or something.
Yep. All right. Well, hopefully we'll see him tomorrow evening.
Yeah, dress warm. It's gonna be cold tomorrow night and it's gonna be a little breezy.
I will wear that new battery operated sweater that I have. We'll check that out to see how well it works.
Well, we're gonna be there until 8:30. It's not gonna be that cold by 8:30.
I'll try it anyway. Maybe I'll put it on my head because I got nothing.
Yeah, maybe.
there,
Yeah.
You know.
Wear a dew heater.
Yeah, I should have a dew heater up there because it'll look like I'm sweating if it starts to
The
drip.
portable battery pack.
Have two batteries on my sides of my head.
It looks like it's going to be pretty clear tomorrow night too.
Yeah, should be.
Yep.
Here, I found a
Unfortunately, I
picture
can't come.
a bunch of years ago when I'd gotten rid of my my pool that I had for about 20 years, had a above ground pool. I said, oh, I'd like to fill that spot with something. So I came up with this picture. So I said, I go there. That's going to be. Can everybody see that? What I'm sharing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way the picture looks, it makes it look like an equatorial observatory. It's got that
Yes.
natural tilt to it.
I said, yeah, that's where the dome's going to go, right where the pool used to be.
Cool.
And who would have known that this many years later, I actually have the dome top part for it and other things, but not the
That's what I meant to
building
tell
yet.
you. That's what I meant to tell you, John. I bumped into Ken Hunderman.
Oh, yeah?
And he said he spent a lot of money on that new observatory. And he said he never uses it. He told me I could have the key and come over anytime I wanted.
Yeah.
But how,
Yeah,
I
he
think he
automated
spent
the
like
dome and
10
everything,
grand
right?
on it, didn't he? The
I
new
think-
observatory?
Well, he had the dome that he sold me on there, and the bill. He already had the building, but he wanted to automate it, the rotation and the opening and everything. And for him to automate, which was possible, but it was just all add-ons and things. For him to automate the dome that he had would have cost him not quite, but almost as much as purchasing the new one that came ready to go, automated and all that. So yeah, I know we spent quite a bit of money on it.
Yeah, he's
I know
having
just
his health
just the dome
issues.
itself, brand new, they run about $3,000 or $4,000. Maybe a little less than that, but the automated ones can run, $5 or $6 grand. And then however else the remotes and everything else, he wanted to be able to do it from his, from inside his living room, remotely control it from inside the house.
Like Ron.
And
like-
also, what's
Ron,
that?
what do you have? You have a big observatory out there, or is it just on your deck?
It's just on my deck. I go out there, I set it up, I go inside. Last night I watched the football game, that kind of stuff. Works out pretty good.
Yeah, then you gotta process all the info once you get it.
All right, so
Yeah.
during halftime, he does his docks and flats. You know,
I have a library.
John, Monroe, I wanted to mention to everyone that on the 20th of November, Novus is having an open house with the theme of the James Webb Space Telescope. And everybody's invited to come on down. They have various activities going on inside and outside the dome. Nothing outdoors, I don't think. But anyway, it's going to be a nice open house. And
When is
anybody-
it? When is it, Phil?
the 20th of November 20th, Saturday,
Saturday.
20th.
Next
It's
Saturday.
a week from tomorrow. Right? Yeah, a week from tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.